Greetings, guys and girls and fellow gamers. My name is Games for Kicks, and welcome back to This is the Police. You might actually be seeing this episode probably very quickly after the first one, just to get the ball rolling, because like I said, I can show you a lot of the game, but I'm only allowed to show you the first 80 days before the 28th of July. So let's make it count and see if you guys enjoying it. Now we're on day 3. We just got a list from Kendrick of people that are possibly gonna contact us for favors or not, and they're all vetted. They're all people that know exactly what's going on. And he also talked about the gang, the biggest gang leader, probably the leader of the mafia, that we don't want to have anything to do with, really. So what do we have here? Francis Kendrick announces retirement date. Construction of Cinema Museum postponed again. Legendary singer Gennaro Crespo comes to Freiburg. Now here comes the first excuse. My father got drunk and sorry, I say excuse because these things could be made up, but depending on what they say, you might give them the benefit of the doubt. My father got drunk and beat my mother again. This time it looks pretty bad. I like to go to them. Can I have a day off? And I say, yeah, but come in tomorrow because you're gonna have to pull your weight, basically. They say it's going to rain today and I have a very weak immune system. I'm afraid I might get sick. Can I go home before it starts? No, but I can't really fire you, I think, unless you're there, so yes, no, you're gonna come to work. Some friends of mine asked me to help out at the animal shelter. They're badly short-staffed. Can I have a day off? Yeah, and you don't have to come in tomorrow. These are the type of people that I'm kind of trying to get rid of. Chief, my son came down with a serious illness. I think I better take off work. Sorry, can I go home? Oh, he's the one that I made work tomorrow, and now he's not coming in. That's a pain in the ass. Well, I can't say no, because I have to give them the benefit of the doubt. Now, this is the interesting part here. We get the badges here that we can assign people to. Now, what I don't understand yet in this game is, like, you can only do that once a week, okay? But you only ever see one team, I think, at the time of doing that. So I can't see the B team now, the shift B, which is really annoying. Because I would like to give... Actually, I'm gonna give Yancey this, because he did really well. I'm gonna give one to Yancey. Oh, I can't, because he's out. You see, that's so annoying. And if I keep them, I can't give them out until the next week. So in the moment, I don't know. These guys haven't done anything. So, I don't know. We could give a start to Samadhi, just to get his experience up a little bit. And that's it. So that way, at least, we have some... How much did he get? 50? That would be 100 and... Yeah, I suppose they needed more. Okay, let's do this. End of story. Because it is a way of bumping up the experience. Now, this here is a very interesting part. Again, I'm not gonna do it because I don't know how much of that music falls under the free domain. I don't want to have the video blocked because of music I'm using in it. So, but basically what this is, it allows you to select an album. And it also says there, G-Tune Ltd, all rights reserved, so which I don't know if that is a real thing or not. I don't know. I don't want to get into trouble with anything, so I'm not going to play it for the recording. But basically, you can put all this music on, and when you select it, it will play in the background as you continue playing the game. And there's a nice touch to this game as well. You can actually get new records as rewards from people when you do them favors. So, which is nice. It's a nice little touch, like, you know, that this is kind of your personal thing, you know, which is great. So go to the map. Now, day 3 is started. We already have the first call. You also have a SWAT member, yeah? Some of the things that you come across require a SWAT team or can have a SWAT team. So you can put the SWAT team in. Later on, you get more special cards, like, you know, special vans and all that, and you can do that then. So here we get our first building unlocked. It's the police. Now, if you look at affairs, you can see that there's more things to come. So you have the police station, you have the mafia, you have... Forgot what the last one is. I think at some point you have a church as well. So as I said, as the game goes forward, you unlock more and more things that you can play around with and that give you options to do things. Now, if we click on the police station, it allows us to hire and fire people. Now, this is shift A. So this is our A shift, which we're currently playing, which kind of sucks because it has these 3 guys on it. And we can actually fire them as well. Now, if we want to fire Roy, for example, we can do it legally by saying, hey, you're too old, you know? And we can click it, and then he gets let go. Yeah. Now Birch, let me see, it's a 20. We can't because we can only fire him illegally, and that comes with a problem. We get like internal affairs or whatever the equivalent is. We have the union basically on our ass. We're gonna get a court case. We're gonna have to listen if it's a woman that you illegally fire, you actually can get into trouble for being sexist, you know. So there's as far as I know. So there's a lot of things. Now you want to always try to find reasons to fire them legally. So you can send them out to missions that you know they're gonna fail. So if they fail 3 once, that's it. Yeah. So this one we can't choose. Now, Birch here, let me see. He's actually told we can fire him. We should get rid of him as well. That's brilliant. Excellent. So, and I'm not even going to use them now because they're just going to bring down the rating. But now we can hire more people. So, this is very good. We have very good professional looking guy here. We're going to hire him for the best one, of course, for the A team. Oh, actually, the Shift A already has one like that. So, let's actually not go to him. Let's hire one that's the 220 would do well for the A team. Excellent. And we can hire in total 14 people, and it doesn't matter if you put 10 of them here and 4 of them in the other team, but you obviously want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then in our B team we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Price. We have to fire Price. It's just not happening. So Price is gone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 in the B team, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the A team. We hired one already for the A team, so let's get this one for the B team, and this one for the A team, and this one for the B team. These ones I don't want. Detectives I don't need to worry about just yet because we don't really need them right now. So. Oh, why do we have one more? We have 14. Oh, detective slots. We have one more detective slot. Where's the detective missing? Let me see. 1 and 2, and these guys have 3. Okay, so let's hire a detective for the Shift A then. And let's make it a good one. 130 sounds good. Okay, and now we have a full roster. Excellent. So, St. John's Cathedral received a frightened call from the local cathedral this morning. An abbot discovered that someone entered the old cemetery during the night. The old yard tombstones are painted with satanic signs. Tombstones are painted with satanic signs, and some have been broken into pieces. It seems there are even traces of a shovel, but the abbot would say no more. Now again, it depends on the story. Sometimes you send down one officer and all of a sudden the whole thing turns into an absolute weird thing with backup required. Or you can send down 4 cops to one of them and it turns out it was a prank call. And then you have 4 cops that you can't use for anything else, which is a pain in the ass. In this case, I think 1 officer is enough. But if it's 1, we're going to give it our best one. Now, I'm not going to respond to this right away because I want to see what else is coming in, because the Atticus is tower businessman. Harley Jones is looking out his window, saw 2 teenagers scratching offensive slogans on his new car. It needs 3 officers. That's quite a lot. If we assign 3, we only have 2 left. And Roy is not going to be a good choice to pick, to be honest. So let's see how this works out. Let's wait a little bit first. You can also go from here into your songs again and choose your music if you want to change it. So let's go, come on. Is there anything else coming up? No, that's good, because then, oh, there we go. Okay, let's wait for Stovall to complete first. I like dragging it out as long as possible, because that helps me in getting people back as quickly as possible. So, very good, he leveled up. So, the Atticus Tower is getting a bit more serious now, so we can drag out the other one for Stovall to come back. So, let's send these 2. Let's only send 2, really, because I don't really want to. All right. Now, hopefully, we have enough time for Stovall to come back. That would be really good. So let's see. I think this is this 10 seconds every time it goes down? I have to actually pay attention to that. I think it's 10 seconds. And Stovall is back? Yes. Okay, Eddie Burgers. A waitress named Miller reports that she just served a chicken Eddie and a Diet Coke to a dangerous criminal who she'd seen on television just this morning. The culprit is sitting at the window. Now, I'm assuming if he is a dangerous criminal, we want to send our best man. I don't like always sending the full roster, especially if I have only this as an alternative choice. So I'm going to send my best officer down to deal with it, hopefully by himself. Now, we have King Louis nightclub. What is going on in there? Mr. Boyd, your bouncer stuffed himself with my bouncer stuffed himself with Mexican food again, and now we can't leave the bathroom. He can't leave the bathroom, and the line outside the club is going around the block. We need to post someone who can tell the cool guy from the idiots. I want to really send this guy to fail so that I have reasons to fire him. So yeah, let's send him. I know it's mean, but you see the report vandalism. Officer, okay. I don't know how he could escape. We have two good officers. Actually, one was average and the other one's just below, so shouldn't have really escaped, to be honest. So we have Stovall going out, and we have Purge Jr. going out. Junior, he looks already ancient. So let's see, suspicious individual. Oh, luckily. The waitress had mistaken retired officer Frank Neo for the fugitive in question. So it was a false alarm, but it also means our best officer is not available right now. Now, let me hang on a second. There's an emergency coming in. Let's just see what we have here. Sorry, Chief Boyd, but I quit. In one night, I earned more cash than I get in a month working. Thank you. Yes. Good luck, Burge. I will miss you. Your quality of service will be missed. Nice. We didn't even have to fire him. Now thank you for your help, Mr. Boyd. We got 4,500. Excellent. Now here's something serious going on. Now hang on. And excuse me, a naked man carrying a canister of gasoline has threatened to set himself on fire unless his favorite chewing gum becomes popular again. Okay, seriously crazy? We're gonna send 2 of our best that we have left. It couldn't wait any longer, so we had him send him. Now we have Stovall available again. We're gonna wait. Christopher Sand. Oh, I was just about to click on it. Drug sales report. Escaped. Oh, the day ended and I couldn't do anything about it. That was Sand. That was your man from the Mafia, basically, yeah? And in general, what happens is when the Mafia has problems or when there is issues coming in that the Mafia is involved in, you have the choice of ignoring them or of dealing with them. Dealing with them pisses off the Mafia, but it gets the mayor, I think, in your favor. But not dealing with them gets the people and the mayor pissed off, and him in your favor. So it's always somebody pissed off, I think. So that was unfortunate because I actually was literally about to click it and the time wasn't up. So let's see what the other guys are up to. The report is coming in now. Suicide threat. Nice. We got the guy. Brilliant. You guys leveled up. Fantastic. And this birch is gone. So we can end the day now, which is great. I'm a bit worried about the sound encounter. I waited too long, I suppose. Shift A. Where's all my detectives? Why is this so... Did I hire them for the wrong shift? Oh, balls. Can I not move them into the... Ah, shit. I hired them for the wrong shift, which is a pain in the neck. Oh, and also these 2 are gone, so we only have 4 officers for the shift A, and Yanzi is supposed to be, sorry, on shift B, shift A. So Yanzi is a shift B guy. Oh, that was shift A we just had. Okay, that's fine. Not too worried about it then. So, and we told, I think, Armstrong, yes, sorry, I'm remembering now. One of the detectives, I think it was Moser, we said come in tomorrow, and we told Yanzi to come in tomorrow. So, excellent. And Price gone. Don't care. Sweet. Okay, let's end the day because these 2 should be back in shift A tomorrow, which means we have 1 more hire to do for shift A. This is getting confusing. Welcome to day 4, July 18th, Thursday. Robespierre to reveal his identity when the time... Robespierre to reveal his identity when the time is right. Feminist organization denied official registration. Enemies using feminists to destroy Freiburg. Okay, that sounds very over the top.
Whenever I'm alone at home and there's a knock at the door, I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura. She's always forgetting her keys.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is that right?
To get to my front door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop, jumping over mud puddles and skirting a couple of landfills. Laura doesn't go in for religion either, but according to her, these brave lunatics with their fake smiles deserve at least a minute of attention. She patiently listens to them, asks them questions, regales them with pastries, and never once dropping a hint of condescension. When I watch her do it, I've got to admit it gets me. I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little rougher still. Shut the door on his nose this time. Another couple weeks at this rate and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky, ready to fire my warning shots. In my life, even the basic stuff never goes like it's supposed to. Normally, when a wife is going to leave home, she'll make a scene or at least sit everyone down for a serious conversation. But Laura just disappeared. The children in the stories always stand on the side of the mother, but all three of our sons supported me. The in-laws always blame the husband for making their daughter unhappy. But now Sally, Laura's mother, well, we sort of have a pact. The fellow Laura ran off with is young enough to be her son. I hear he's 30 years old. Of all the possible information a man can know about his wife's lover, I get hit with that. Fortunately, Laura's mother doesn't like the way it sounds either. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun with a mature woman, but he'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we have an agreement. Sally's gonna track down Laura and try to reason with her, and we'll arrange a meeting. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to not do anything stupid, which of course means anything at all. It's a crazy situation. I'm the police chief, and the person I'm trusting to find my wife is an old woman armed with a phone book. But I can't afford to lose Sally as an ally. So for the moment, I had to swallow my pride.
Hello.
Mrs. Markham, this is Boyd.
Oh, is there any news?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you found anything? An address, phone number? Have you spoken to her?
Don't worry, Jack. I've narrowed the range to 2 suspects, or whatever you like to say at your police building.
At my police building, we find people faster than a funny old woman chirping on the phone with my wife's girlfriends.
You're an old man, Jack. Come to your senses. They'd give us straight odds on the street. But I've got more energy, Jack. Maybe you think I'm a foolish old woman, but I go to my book club, argue with the girls about Byron, and it gives me energy. I talk to my dogs, and it gives me energy. And you have nothing, Jack. You don't even have a hobby. You got no passion. It's why Laura left you.
Let's not go back into that, Sally. Find my wife, and we can discuss my hobbies later. I'm waiting for your call, and my patience is running thin. Laura, if you've stopped loving me, I'll let you go. I can't expect the impossible from you. Just don't let me die out here, okay?
So a little bit of an insight into Jack Boyd and his life. Oh, Asano didn't come into work today. Isn't that amazing? Thank you, Asano. I shall note that. I was up all night reading an exciting detective story called The Last Temptation of Neptune, but I didn't have time to get to the ending. I'm almost certain that the killer was the salesman Ghost, but I can't rest until I know for sure. Can I go home and... Are you 12? Here, Chewbacca, listen. Are you 12? What the hell? No! Genie Mac! Can I go home? Yes, I come into work tomorrow and I'm gonna say to my boss, I have to go home and read a book. Seriously, they would laugh at me. They wouldn't take me for one to read a book in the first place. Okay, let's go. Let's go to the map. Okay, that's our team. Fire all black cops. This is City Hall at its best. A racist gang has recently made some trouble in the city. They're capturing black townspeople and beating them to death. They recently sent a message to a local radio station promising to kill all black doctors, firemen and police. We don't need any more dead police, especially not mere months before the election. The racists are gaining more and more followers, and even some of our citizens support them. You have to fire all black employees over the next 2 days due to mounting racial tension. Well, no. Because that is complete bullshit. I mean, how do you even start that conversation? It's just, oh man, seriously, just go away. Okay, the problem though is, if we don't do that, we actually have a free spot. Let me see. Shift A has him on land. Oh, why is Gardner all exhausted? I didn't know that. Oh no, Shift A is at home. Yeah, they're resting right now. So that's, yeah, I was just about to say, where was Shift B? Duh. Okay, so Shift B is here. That's all back to normal now. With Yanzi being back here, okay, that's fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cops, and they're okay. Asano is not in, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we need to hire one more for the A team. So let's, the choices, dude. No. Yeah, also they call this a backlog, which is a bit weird. Like, as far as I know, the developers are Russian or something. And there's a couple of funny things you will notice. Like, a journal is they call a backlog. A backlog is usually a list of items you still have to do. Don't be fooled by this, okay? It actually is a journal of the things that you have done. So, police station, we're not hiring anybody in the moment. So let's go quickly get to that call. City Hall parking lot. A member of the city's cleaning crew saw an elderly man approaching some expensive cars in the parking lot carrying a long iron rod. The whole street could hear him shouting, "Bastards, thieves, bloodsuckers." Okay, I think you're good enough to go by yourself. Now, here we have a crime, okay? A black activist, Ronnie Moore, was found shot outside his home. This is where the detectives come in. Yeah. Now we have a detective from Shift A on loan, so we might as well make him work. When you have an investigation, you put your strongest detective in charge. It kind of makes the other detectives want to work better. So you don't, so you don't put the worst in charge. However, we're gonna put all detectives in here to level them up. In the beginning, I think the first couple of days, your detectives don't get ever more than one case. Now, the way this works is you're gonna put them on the case. They're gonna get some feedback, or they're gonna interview some people, and they're gonna get a story, and then we go from there. Now, the police station, no, we're not hiring anybody. Oh, there's a call coming in, so let's read it before we respond. A carjacking. A gas station surveillance camera recorded a car that's on the stolen vehicles list. Wow, 4 cops. Are you for reals? Okay, let's just wait a little bit and see what else comes in. Okay. Nothing else is coming in. We have a report here. And excellent, she did well. Kuchi, you did well. Or Kochi, whatever your name is. Kochi did well. Okay, we're gonna have to respond to that, so we're gonna have to send down... Could be a gang, you know, so let's send down 3. Okay, investigation has started. Now, the way this works is you have clues, which is basically the people that were interviewed. Mr. Graham, Eric Graham, a drunk witness. They drove by in a sedan and they shot like a machine gun. I didn't see much. Mr. Clayton is a neighbor. I only heard a few muffled shots. Mr. Carr, Lawrence Carr, is also a neighbor. He got what he deserved. He's been causing trouble for a long time, and so he's not really useful at all. Mrs. Cobb, or Miss Cobb, Stacy Cobbs, I don't remember the car, and the neighborhood was quiet. I never heard any shots, which seems to be more in sync with the muffled shots. Mr. Carpenter, the police these days don't do anything. I almost died myself. I went to buy some medicine and was nearly hit by some idiot's car. So even though he's been a salty little bitch, he does have a point that he says he was nearly run over by a car, which could potentially be related to this. So the way this works is this was the start. The guy came out, and then he was dead. And as the investigation continues, frames are unlocked. Now, you can pick the first frames when they come in and complete your story, or you can wait for longer. But in this case, in the beginning, it will be pretty easy. Oh, there's something very close by, so let's see what it is. Corey Ramsey's mother of several children has expressed her concern about a suspicious man wearing bifocals, seated on the bench beside a playground. He's been watching the children for over an hour and has taken several photographs of them. Yeah, that sounds very pervy, alright. That is not really right. So let's just wait, though, to see if any of the cops are gonna be coming back, because Kochi should be coming back now, and I'd rather send Kochi together with Chewbacca to deal with that. And maybe Purdy by herself, I'm not sure yet. So let's just wait a little bit. There's a driver nowhere to be seen. The reason I'm also waiting is sometimes you get to a scene and then it says we need backup. And you have a choice of denying backup or sending backup. And you don't want to have 0 cops available when you think you need backup. The driver is nowhere to be seen. Wait at a safe distance for the driver to appear. Interview a potential eyewitness. Search the car. I think searching a car you can't do because, again, I think you need a search warrant. So, again, I have no idea. So that could possibly get us into trouble. Not that they really care about the law in this game as much. I think you can just do what you want, but to a certain degree. But I think I would wait to see when the driver comes back. Excellent, he was caught. So that's 3 people leveling up. That is sweet. Look at you, Austin. You're doing well. Okay, so, oh. Why is that green? Why is some green and yellow? I haven't figured that out. I always know they change color as it gets closer to the problem. So let's send Kochi and nobody else, because we need to be careful about this thing that's popping up here. So Katsuki Tamura, what is that? Oh, okay, green is one of those favors, yeah? Mr. Boyd, I'm opening Freeburg's first martial arts club, and for my first exhibition I want to hold a sparring match where one of my students takes on your toughest cop. Well, you know what, Chewbacca? You want to get home, I make you work because you asked for such a stupid reason to go home. So you're gonna be working your ass off instead. So the report is in from the homicide. You get 3 new frames. Very good. Look at that. Now, we can look at the frames, and if we can put together a story, we can complete it. And in this case, I think we have. So we have basically some feedback that we heard some muffled shots. Somebody got run over nearly by a car, and somebody saw a car that drove by in a sedan that shot like I didn't see much. So I think what happens is the sedan comes first calmly, then the shooting happens, and then they rush because they nearly run somebody over. They wouldn't rush and nearly run somebody over on the way there. Travis Horton, a known racist who already has several previous convictions, is the suspect now. So these guys all earned experience, and now the juicy part starts. These guys are now able, we have to send some cops with them to actually go to Travis's house and deal with it. So I want somebody to level up. I want Austin to level up, and Purdy hasn't really done anything today, so we're gonna let her go as well. Oh, Kevin's throat bar. What is that? A bartender reported that a fight had broken out between a patron and the bar's bouncer. The man, apparently drunk, had climbed onto the stage while a local singer was performing and tried to sing a duet. So it's the drunk, but I think the one should be enough. I mean, people are in the States allowed to wear guns like the police, so it should be okay. Very good, you arrested the perv. Very nice, Kochi. You're doing well. Look at you, being all amazeballs. Okay, what happened here? Chief, I just about nailed the job a couple of times, but he was too fast for me and won on points. I don't really understand all the rules, so I can't keep track of points very well. But he showed me a few tricks after the match. I got carried away a little and pulled my back. Think I can take a day off. Well, you're asking me, but you're not giving me a choice. You see, Chewbacca? I think you just want to go home and read your book, but you know what? You did well today, so I'm gonna let you go home and read your book. Now, the day's finished, but we're waiting for a final call to stop. So we have the homicide report. Excellent. Guy got caught. Everybody got plus 20, which is awesome. Austin is now nearly average. Purdy is doing really well. And Mole is doing amazing. So let's see. Case solved. Look at that. All the detectives get even more experience. That is absolutely fantastic. Now fight. Yes! And Booyakasha has arrested someone. Great! Awesome! All in all, an absolute fantastic, great piece of work. When I played this myself before I started recording it, Shift B was always my A team. And Shift A was not the A team. They were my B team. Excellent. So let's end the day. Let's see we're not gonna make anybody work tomorrow. They all can enjoy the day off. I'm a bit worried about Gardner because I have no idea what the story is. Why is he all red? Is he injured or something? I have no idea. That looks really weird and bad. So let's just stick here like that and end the day. Why is that A there? No, I don't want to order him to work tomorrow. Can I? Oh, okay. Maybe he still has to do that. I don't know why. Okay, anyway. Let's end the day. Okay. Day 5. We're gonna leave it here. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, remember to kick that like button in the balls. And I hope to see you guys next time. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. And I see you guys next time. Until then, as always, viel Spaß and happy gaming.